Hey everyone, today has been a pretty good day. Brayden got to go to a birthday party. I got a lot of time to hang out with Rayla. Once Rayla goes to bed, I'm going to take my 5 minutes and just hang out. But on the side of that, I've also been feeling just off. And it's one of those offs where Sarah and I would just hang out and talk and kind of push through. You know, she's my best friend. And so we would just sit and be able to chat and ebb some of the like frustrations, or she would kind of bring reason and perspective to some of the things that I was feeling or thinking. And so not having that, I'm trying to work it out. So, you know, talking to my mom helped today. I was able to kind of share some of those things with her. And Sarah and my mom are so much alike in the people that they are. Like, they are unconditional lovers. They are super kind. They think the best of everybody and give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And so my mom's always been a person that I've been able to talk to and and whatnot, if I wasn't able to talk to Sarah. And now she's the person that I had to, and that was kind of like, that just added a layer to those feelings that I had. And so I was able to talk to my mom about it though and feel better, but it's just it's a weird reality, you know, kind of up in your face, like, but the other day I talked about anxiety and how I've been feeling with my anxiety and how it's grown and changed and got significantly worse. And then pretty like the day after I recorded that video, I talked to my bereavement counselor, and she put how I was feeling into such a wonderful visual that I was excited to share, and I wanted to make a video right there and then, but I needed to absorb it, and I needed to actually like see how my discussion with her kind of changed how I felt over a couple days, and she helped me so much. So between the conversation I had with her and getting a bunch of the business of death stuff taken care of, I lifted this huge weight off of my shoulders. It's crazy. Anxiety comes in lots of different ways, and one of the things that makes me anxious is starting on a project or process that I think is going to be arduous. And sometimes they aren't, sometimes they are. But like taking Sarah off of bank accounts, credit card accounts, government accounts, and that kind of stuff, I was, 1, terrified, 2, felt like I was erasing her, 3, didn't want to start the process because some of them are horrible, working with government. But on the same day that I talked to my bereavement counselor, I checked off 6 or 7 of those things, and they were the biggest ones on my list. And as soon as I did that, I felt like this weight lift off my chest. So the first time I talked to my counselor, she said one of her clients, they were planning on doing 1 thing a day. And I tried that, and it wasn't enough. I needed to remove it all, because just seeing it there, I was adding to my anxiety, my sadness, and everything. So I got a bunch of those things done. So, and when I say done, it's the process started. So some of them were a single call and done. Some of them were, there's more to it, but the process has started. It's out of my hands, and I don't have to care. Don't have to worry. Don't have to stress. It's all good. So I'm feeling good about that. Now, my bereavement counselor, when we were talking, she described the past 3 to 6 years of my life as being hunted, or not hunted, but as being chased by a bear, as having a bear there. And so my visual is bear hunting me. Some people use tiger to define stress. Like being in a cage with a tiger is very similar to like a toxic work environment. And so she used bear for this feeling of anxiety I have. And it's like there's been a bear trying to kill me for the past 6 years. And for the past 6 years, we as a family have been just pushing to survive. I mean, literally helping Sarah survive and live the best life she can and make memories. And it's always been a go, go, go. And at the next turn, there's always been bad news. And it's always been like, okay, well, are you going to die this year now? Like, is it going to get that bad? And that was the entire 6 years of the cancer journey, with a small break where she was in remission. But even when you're in remission, it's always on your mind. And so when she mentioned that it's like there's been a bear right there with you this entire time getting ready to eat you, and then Sarah died. And now, like, we just went through the death process. And the bear's not there anymore, but in our mind it is. Like, we are still trying to survive. We are still fighting. We are still running, and it's right behind us all the time, all the time. And then she said, take some time to just put your feet on the ground and feel your feet on the ground. And realize that the bear isn't there anymore. Which is synonymous with Sarah's dead for us. And so when she said that, I was like, my freaking mind exploded, and so much weight just off my chest. Like, almost instantly. She's like, you guys aren't surviving anymore. You're not having to fight for survival. You are now able to be, to live, do, have fun, love, be sad, all the things. Now, my anxiety is not 100% gone, but holy crap. Between getting those tasks done that I mentioned and her explaining, kind of visually explaining what I was feeling and why I was feeling it in such simple terms, having her explain that, and that part is over. And so we continued talking, and it was a great conversation. We kind of reiterated that and took the bear analogy through various scenarios. But ultimately, when we hung up, I literally just stopped, took my shoes and my socks off, put my feet on the ground, and just stood there with my eyes closed. And I didn't get attacked. There was no bear. I didn't feel scared. I'm not afraid to raise my kids. I'm not afraid that I'm gonna screw up. I'm gonna make mistakes. It's being human. It's how we learn. I'm not afraid. I don't have anything to be afraid of. And there's no bear. He'll come back. He's in the shadows somewhere. I'm sure of it. But we're not fighting for survival anymore. And we are already in the process of living our lives without cancer. We're already in that process. We're getting ready to go snowboarding and have fun trips and do stuff here. Like, today I built a carpet ramp so Rayla can snowboard in our garage and start getting used to it. And she's going outside and we're riding her bike, and Braden's doing baseball and he's playing his video games, and he started streaming and he's getting excited, and he got to go to a birthday today. And Amelia's doing a work where they all got sick, and so she had to stay home, but she's doing stuff with her boyfriend and getting ready to go snowboarding with us as well. And she's helping me with the acts of kindness videos, and we're enjoying our lives. We're enjoying it without Sarah physically being here, but she's right here in our hearts. It's all good. It's okay. As she said in our first time I met her, my bereavement counselor, we can feel heartbroken and love, sad and happy, angry and okay, all at the same time. I didn't realize that until now, but it's possible. It's possible. So we don't have to feel like we have that bear following us all the time, because it's not anymore. We're not fighting for survival anymore. So I think that's the big thing that I was hoping people will get out of this video, is that if you are going through something extremely stressful, I feel like if you can accept the potential outcome early and kind of visualize the fight that you're in, and when you get to that outcome where you're no longer fighting, whether it be in sake of cancer remission, you're no longer fighting, and you know, or death, you're no longer fighting. Like, as soon as you get to that point, realize that the fight for survival is done, and the next steps are okay. It's okay. It's kind of what I got. I wish 6 years ago, 3 years ago, and for sure 1 year ago, I had that visualization of the bear. I really do. Because I think it would have changed how we approached Sarah's cancer as a family. Not, and when I say approach, I don't mean the methods. We would have done the treatment. We would have done what we did the same. But I think emotionally and physically, I think we would have approached it in a slightly different, maybe calmer. I feel like we were pretty calm. I feel like there's just some things that we could have approached slightly different. And I'm not saying what if or whatever. I just think, you know, when you go through something, you learn lessons, and I would apply those lessons. And this experience with my bereavement counselor, I would apply it to if I ever have to go through that scenario again. And I think it would change, to some extent, how I live and the choices that I would have made. And so, yeah. I think that's it. So if you have a bear chasing you, I hope it stops for you soon. And I hope you can find a time that you can just put your feet on the ground and feel safe and okay. Have a wonderful day, morning, night, wherever you are. And remember, as Sarah always says, be kind and make good choices.